For today's video, we are going to be designing a logo for a client of mine. He is a realtor, and after the brand discoveries of his voice is his name, his brand name is Timewell Realty. So like what I always do before I jump into Illustrator or digitalizing a logo, I sketch it on a piece of paper. I'm gonna design this little guy right here and bring that to life and see what that looks like. Maybe it's a little blurred, but this is what it looks like right here. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in and see what that looks like. Before we jump in, I want to show us his brand voice, talking about the purpose, number 1, and the service, number 4. His purpose is making family time a top priority for home sellers, and the service is making home selling made easy so you can feel accomplished with more family time. I love that. So right when I hear those words and that brand voice, I'm thinking about wellness, right? We want to make sure the home buyers are, feeling confident, where they're not stressed. They have time for the family, because I know home buying can be very, very stressful. So I'm thinking about well-being, health, mental health, and making sure they feel happy and not stressed. I'm going to be creating a circle. And of course, I'm constantly looking at the brand voice to see what I got going on. I'm going to probably do something like this, later on. Maybe something like that. Maybe, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm sorry about my cough. I do have one right now. It's the seasons are just crazy. It's changing up on me. Make this one smaller. One of my favorite things I like to do with logo design is I like to create abstract shapes, and because sometimes that could take me to cool places, right? Like this one right here, doing like that. And when I delete it, it looks kind of weird. But if I go to my skeleton mode, I can create this little guy right here. I'm trying to kind of mimic this a time watch, right? Because his name is Timewell Realty. Timewell Realty. So kind of mimicking a stopwatch and whatnot to see how that looks. I also don't want it to be too cliche where you see that it's a stopwatch and then that's all people see. So I kind of want to create like a storytelling journey where it's a stopwatch, but the longer you look at it, it tells a different story, right? I like looking at art where you look at it, the longer you stare at it, it gives you a different story. And that's called good artwork right there. But we're still staying true to the original design. I'm just tweaking a couple stuffs. I have an unpopular opinion that I want to share. If you're an anime fan out there, you might not like this, but recently I've been watching Ninja Kamui. I think that's how you pronounce it, Ninja Kamui. The first three episodes, amazing. Bomb.com. Woo, them fight scenes look so good, right? I was like, okay, this is it. This anime is onto something. They're making something amazing. And then all of a sudden, they start fighting in robot suits. And I'm like, the CGI is, they don't really use CGI, but use a little bit of it. But it kind of turned me off. It wasn't it anymore. Like, man, I was really enjoying just the normalcy of fight scenes and sword fights and the traditional ninja movements. I was really enjoying that, but they brought in robot suits and I feel like that just killed it for me. I'm like, oh my God, the fight scenes were not doing it for me anymore. So I didn't really like it. What am I trying to do here? I kind of want to create like this closed gap right here. Let me see. Try to draw it out. I'm trying to do something like this. A rising sun. A really bad interpretation of doing this, but something like this. Something like that. Let's see if I can even do that. So yeah, so that is my opinion on Ninja Kamui. So as you watched it, what do you think of Ninja Kamui? Do you guys like it? Because I did not like it that much. I want to see what I'm working with. So let me just go and do like this. Yep. Oh, not like that. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of have to create a little crescent moon like that. Oh, I think that's looking good. Skeleton mode. Yeah, we gotta move up a little more so that when we actually cut this, like there is no, like it looks like sharp cut. You can see already. See the redness? That's why I like to have 2 different colors to see what I'm working with. So that's looking really good right there. I'm gonna make this like clicker a little bit smaller. I'm gonna probably bring it in to match that. And this is what it's gonna look like. Oh, it's looking good. It looks so weird right now, right? But this is where the magic happens. Okay, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna go like this. Ooh, see that? It's looking good. See, now it looks interesting. See, I'm trying to create like this sunrise, horizon, a watch, a clicker, a silhouette. The longer you look at it, it just tells you a different story every single time. I'm gonna make this white. And look at that. You see, that is how you do this. This is how you do it. So I'm gonna duplicate this. I like to take it to the gray. Okay, I'm just gonna now delete a couple things here like that and just like that. Timewell Realty. Again, let's now do a different canvas. Okay, let me group this guy together. Okay, middle line, middle line. All right, I kind of want it to be, I kind of like the font being skinny so that it's not like, you know, as you're designing logos, you kind of already know, you're thinking ahead to see how the font should match the logo. If you've done it enough time, you know that, okay, should the font be thick, thin, skinny? It's up to you. Again, it's all personal preference as a designer. There's no right or wrong answer. No, not everyone's gonna like it, right? But I do want it to be skinny font because this looks good as is already. So I'm like, why not stick to it being skinny, right? Type. It's too skinny. Let's see. Let's go with Navigo. Look at that. Nice. I love the families. Medium. See, it's looking good. I like the way the W, the edge is cut in half. That's kind of cool. Just kind of like our logo mark. It's cut in half. So that's the reason why this font might work. Too thick. Let's go with medium. And let's add some different weight, you know, like, you know, because Realty, it's not, I don't think it's that important. So I'm going to make Timewell important. So I'm going to make this skinnier. Here you go, light or thin. Let's go light. And then let's adjust the kerning a little bit. And there we have it. That is Timewell Realty. Let me make this smaller so it's not too dominant. Bam, there you have it. I hope you enjoy this logo process with Timewell Realty. And again, I apologize on my random coughs. But until next time, we'll design another logo. I just want to quickly show you guys the finale of the logo design and how I broke that into 4 different usages so that my client can use it for different applications. And he has the ability to use any of these logos on any forms, materials that he wants and wishes to do so. So again, 4 different versions and all his logos and colors. So that is it. Make sure you ask your designer to give you 4 different logo versions and so you can use it for different applications. And one last thing, don't just buy a logo, instead buy a brand. Are you a new business owner or starting your entrepreneurship journey and you want to start a logo? Well, here's the thing I want to share with you is that I encourage you to not just buy a logo, but instead buy a brand, because it's also very important for your business to start up right. Okay, because I do want to say no one cares about your logo, but they do care about your brand. It's not like we go around talking about McDonald's letter M. Instead, we go around talking about McDonald's, maybe their fries, right? Or any restaurant that you go to that you love. We don't talk about the logo. We talk about the food and the experiences. Same thing in your business. Your brand is your voice. It's what carries you. It's what people see, hear, and know. So buy a brand. And if you're thinking to yourself, how do I do that? Or where do I start? I have a 6-month coaching course called Beyond Logos, where you join in. I'll coach you through your brand building voice. That's the most important part. And after that, I will design your logos. My team and I will create you beautiful logos, 4 versions, along with a well-built brand, all in one place. We're going to make it easy. So don't buy a logo, buy a brand. Check out my course in the links below.